A very good morning, students. Today we are going to read chapter 13, The Sandy Road, from your book, My Reading Journal. Students, you must have listened the very famous quote, where there is hope, there is life. So one should never give up hope in his or her life. So students, here in this story, The Sandy Road, Karim and his men were caught in the worst condition in the middle of the desert. They had no water to drink and no firewood to cook their food. So how did they come out of this situation? Now let's find out by reading the story, The Sandy Road. Karim was a rich merchant who lived in the Baghdad. He sold fine silks and carpets to distant places. Once he decided to go himself on a business trip to a country on the other side of the sandy desert. So students, here one word is used, merchant. Merchant means a trader. So Karim was basically a rich trader who used to live in Baghdad. And what he used to sold was fine silk and carpet at very far places. So one day he decided to go on a business trip, and that trip was in the another country. So basically he wants to sell his silks and carpets in the another country in order to expand his business. He owned many camels. Do you know that camels are the only animals that can travel across the desert with heavy loads? Karim and his men made preparations for the journey for many days. It required many camels to carry the goods. At last, the caravan was ready for the journey. During the daytime, the sun shone brightly. It was so hot that no one could walk upon the sand. But at night, both men and camels could travel easily. When everything was ready, he said to his men, "We shall start after the sunset tonight. Give the camels plenty of water to drink and feed them well, for we are going to have a long hard journey ahead." So students, basically now the Karim is going to start his journey, and this journey would be for many days. Okay, it will take many days to go to another country for selling his fine silk and carpets. So basically he owned many camels, and now he started preparations for his journey, and now the caravan was ready for the journey. Students, caravan is basically a group of people traveling together. Clear? So now his caravan was ready for the journey, and during the daytime the sun shone brightly, and as you all know that during the daytime it's very hot in the desert. No one could even walk upon the sand. But at night both the men and camels could travel easily in the desert. Okay, so when everything was ready, Karim said to his men that we shall start after the sunset tonight, and just feed your camels very well so that they can travel the hard journey ahead. Clear? So now basically all the preparations were done by the Karim and his group of men. They traveled all through the night. One man was the pilot, who had a long experience on such journeys. He rode ahead, for he knew the stars, and by looking at them could guide the caravan. So students, now they started their journey, and one of them was the pilot. Clear? Pilot is basically the guide, okay, who will guide them all through the journey. So one of them was the pilot who will guide this caravan. Okay, so he rode ahead. Why? Because he knew he could assess, or you can say he could analyze the journey. Okay, he by just seeing the stars in the sky. So this pilot was guiding the caravan all through the journey. Now at the daybreak, they stopped and fixed the canvas tents and fed the camels. They made fire and cooked their meal, and throughout the day, the men rested in the shade of the tents. Clear, students? Now let's read further. They traveled for 3 long, silent nights. Early on the fourth morning, they reached near an oasis. Now, what is this oasis? So, students, oasis is basically a fertile place in a desert surrounding a small pool. As you can see in the picture also. It's shown in this picture also. Okay, so it is basically a fertile place in a desert surrounding a small pool. So now the caravan had reached near an oasis. And student, this place was a very pleasant place. The tall palm trees were waving their leaves in the soft breeze. The camels drank freely from the cool spring. Okay, so basically the camels need water. That's why they stopped near this oasis. And all the men, all the group filled with filled the great leather bottles with the fresh water, because you never know that uh, further you will get water in the desert or not. So where there is water, they are filling the leather bottles with that fresh water. So they rested during the day and the evening, and in the evening once again the men continued their journey. They traveled all night, resting during the heat of the day. Okay, and at last, one morning, the pilot said, "We shall soon reach the end of our journey." The men were very glad to hear this, for they were weary and the camels needed the rest. After supper that night, Karim said, "By tomorrow we shall reach the city. Throw away the firewood and most of the water. It will lighten the burden of the camels." So students, now their guide, that is the pilot, he told them that we shall reach the end of our journey very soon. Means the place where we wanted to reach, will reach that place very soon. So by listening this, all the group was very happy. They were very glad to hear this, that now finally we are at the end of our journey. Okay, why? Because they were very weary. Clear, students? So weary means they were very tired, and even the camels needed the rest. So by listening this, that let okay, finally we are reaching at the end of our journey, they were very happy. Clear? So after supper that night, Karim said that by tomorrow we shall reach the city. Clear, students? So supper means the night meal. Supper is the night meal. Here the word used is supper, and this word means the night meal. So after the night meal, the Karim said that by tomorrow we shall reach the city. Okay, now they were having a hope that okay, finally we are at the end of our journey. So what they did was, they to lighten the burden of the camels, they threw away the firewood and most of the water, so that the burden of the camel, so in order to lighten the burden of the camels, so they threw away their firewood and their leather bottles also. Clear? Now let's see what happens next. That evening also the pilot led the way as usual, but after a while, weary with many nights of watching, he fell asleep. All night long the caravan traveled. At daybreak, the pilot woke up and looked at the last star fading in the morning light. Halt! He cried out in panic. The camels must have turned backward while I slept. We are at the place from which we had started yesterday. Now see students, this was the twist in the story. Okay, earlier they were having a great hope that okay, finally we are at the end of our journey. But what happened with them the next day? They were at the same place from where they started their journey. Okay, usually we listen that people lost themselves in the desert. The same thing happened with this caravan, with this group of men. Okay, the weary men spread their tents and lay down under them. There was no water to drink and no firewood either to cook their food. The wood and the water are gone. We are lost, they said in despair. But Karim said to himself, this is no time to rest. I must find water. If I give way to despair, all will be lost, they said in the despair. Now students, see the positivity of this person Karim. All the men lost hope that now we don't have anything to eat, we don't even have any water to drink, we don't have any firewood to cook food. So they started losing their hope. Despair is hopelessness when you lose your hope. Okay, so the group of the men were in despair, they were losing their hope. Okay, but Karim said to himself, no, we should not lose the hope. This is no time to rest. I must find the water. Okay, he's saying these words to himself only, students. Okay, now see what he is saying. If I give way to despair, all will be lost. Like that, he's saying that if I lose the hope, then I will lose everything. Clear, students? So, by giving hope to himself, he started away from the tent, watching the ground closely. He walked, and at last his eyes fell on the tuft of the grass. Tuft means, what is tuft? So tuft is basically a cluster. Okay, so he suddenly saw a cluster of grass there. And students, you also know that if at some place there was a cluster of grass, it means there must be water somewhere under the sand. Clear? So this grass gave him hope again. He ran back to the tent, shouting and calling, come quickly, bring an axe and a spade. There seems to be water. The men jumped up and ran with him to the place where the grass was growing. They began to dig in the sand and soon they struck a rock. So students, this man Karim, he not only gave hope to himself but also to his caravan, to his group members. Okay, so now all the group members started searching for water. Finally, the Karim jumped down into the hole and put his ear close to the rock. Water, water, he cried. I hear water running under this great rock. We must not lose hope. He raised his axe above his head and struck a heavy blow. Again and again he struck the rock. At last the rock broke and a clear stream of water filled the hole almost before he could jump out of it. So students, finally the Karim, he put his ear close to the rock and he listened the voice, or you can say he listened the sound of running water under this rock. Okay, then he cried loudly, water, water. So everyone raised their axe and struck a heavy blow. Again and again, they just hit the rock, and at last the rock broke and they found the water under that. So, by this, finally, all men were very happy. They drank the water and led the camels to the spring. They set up a pole to which they fastened a flag. Okay, they just put a flag there so that if anyone get lost in this desert, okay, and they are in the search of water, so they may find the water here by seeing the flag. And in the evening, the men again started their journey, and the very next day, they reached their destination. Okay, so students, this was all about your chapter, The Sandy Road. So at last, I just want to say you that you should never give up hope in your life. Okay, your life is just like a drawing and you have to draw the lines with hope. Dear students, thank you and have a nice day.